Dun dun dun! We have audio. How exciting! I found an old microphone languishing in a cupboard somewhere. So with a little bit of IT jiggery pokery, we now have speech. Hopefully without too much hiss and background crackling and all sorts of other nonsense. It's still not perfect. You may need to turn up your volume a little bit, but hopefully I'm a lot clearer now without the distraction in the background. It's Monday the 14th, and Mondays, generally speaking, aren't a horse trading day for me because the horse racing is garbage, usually. So I quite often use it for experimentation instead. But today I'm going to show you something that you can do within Fairbot, and I'm guessing you can do the same sort of thing in any other software that you use. But we'll use Fairbot. I should note that I'm not sponsored by Fairbot. I simply use Fairbot because it's the only trading software I find that reliably runs on Linux, my preferred operating system. And before I get started, I should apologise for any ums, ahs and stuttering. I'm making this up as I go along, as you'll probably guess. Okay, without further ado, let's open up Fairbot, again in simulation mode, because I'm going to be mucking about with strategies and I don't want to stick things in the market. Like any other software, you'll be familiar with the ability to assign sounds to particular events. So within the options settings of Fairbot, you can assign sounds to 5 different significant events going in play, being suspended and the like. And they can play a variety of different sounds. So for example, this one,
this event will start in 5 minutes.
Gives you a warning 5 minutes before the event starts. But those are the only options available within the settings of Fairbot. However, you can assign a sound to events within an automated strategy, and that's what we'll do. So let me just cancel out of that. If we open up a market so I can get to the strategy editor. You may remember a while back we created I showed you how to do an automated stop loss. This is a modified version of that where I've created an in-play warning. Okay, so if I go down to the edit rule option here to let you see what I've done here. Essentially what this is going to do is going to play a warning whenever the market goes in running. So this idea is that you're busy trading pre-race. You don't notice that the time's getting short. It suddenly jumps. The race suddenly jumps in running. And this rule here will play a warning message to you. Now you can assign any warning message if you like. So if you've got a voice recorder on your computer, record your own voice, or alternatively you can go into a website like this, for example ttsfree.com, put in any text that you want to have spoken to you, select whatever voice you want to use, click on convert now, and it will go off and do the recording. Okay, so hopefully you've heard that okay without me interrupting it. You would then save that file. Now to save it, any sound file that you need to save, it needs to go into your Fairbot folder, which you will find under Program Files, Fairbot, Sound, and there it's there. Okay, so what I'll do is if we get rid of that out of the way, let me just delete that and we'll put it in again to show you how to do it. Okay, so just right click, add rule. The rule we're going to do is in play warning. We want that to fire when the market goes in play, so we want to actually give the market a few seconds to settle after it goes in play. 5 seconds. The action is to play a sound. We can then browse to that sound, which was you've gone in play warning. Open that up. Back to the strategy editor, just check that it's working.
Idiot, you've gone in play. Trading out.
Okay. Now you don't actually need theoretically to assign any conditions to this because you've already said I don't want this to fire unless it goes in play. But you could clearly put in warnings in there to say that you're about to lose X number of pounds or whatever. It's up to you, but we'll just leave it like that. Choose OK for that. So there's your in-play warning. Now that's actually triggered to fire at the same time, but generally speaking, I like all these pre-trading rules to happen before the actual rule that does the trading, if you see what I mean by that. So just right on that and choose move up. It's just an organisational thing. It doesn't really make any difference, to be perfectly honest. So there you have your setting. You've gone in play warning, assigned it to this. Save the file, and that's it. We can come out of that, and you can now assign that to there. Automated stop loss. Now this can be useful for other things. For example, if I go down and choose one of these green up options, you'll have seen from previous videos recently that I have an automated rule that will green up for £10 or £20 whilst I'm busy trading, whether that's the in-running strategy or a Dutching strategy or whatever it may be. The problem with that is that if that condition is met, again let me just expand this a little bit so you'll see the conditions. So I've green up all if my potential profit is £10 or above. This bit here, generally speaking, isn't seen because I'm busy on the My Bets folder, busy trading away here. Now if this option here, if it is triggered, that executed will change to 1 of 1. Now that's fine in itself, however, because I'm usually on that tab, I don't see it. So I may be busy trading away here, firing bets into the market. In the meantime, that rule is triggered and it automatically fires bets into the market to get me out. But I'm busy putting additional trades in and I may not notice that. So you can end up getting yourself into a bit of a pickle. So by introducing that into this strategy, trading out message, it will just say trading out, and I'll have an audio warning to say that rule has fired, and I can immediately stop my involvement, my manual involvement in the market. Okay, hope that helps. Speak to you later.